invite you to use the chat box if you'd like to raise any questions or make comments during the session, and we will monitor that chat box throughout the session and entertain questions at the end. I'm Cheryl Johnson Ransaw, Director for Employee Development and Wellness Services, better known as EDWS, and I'm pleased to be joined today by the team members. Tony Pelote is our newest EDWS team member. She is our Health and Wellness Coordinator, and Ryan Smith is our Wellness Program Coordinator. We really are all about encouraging people to take action and make self-care a priority. And certainly during these challenging and stressful times in which we work and live, um, now more than ever, we really want to emphasize the importance of self-care. And today is one of touching on some areas that we think are key, starting with just practicing simple ways to manage stress. So I'd like to cover 5 tips that you might see as a takeaway to gaining control of daily work-life stress management, starting with the basics. Sometimes we overlook the little things that really go a long ways in terms of self-care, the things that we can control. And starting with just getting proper rest and sleep, certainly that is key for anyone to try to get the most out of functioning at their best on a day-to-day basis. And if we're not getting proper rest and sleep, as much as you may make the efforts to do so, then it might mean that you should seek some professional help to have that evaluated. But that is certainly one primary tip for managing stress. The next tip is one of just creating a regular work-life routine. And as we are transitioning, certainly we're in this new normal period of returning to on-campus work, although that may look different for different people, and certainly depending on your own individual situations, it's going to vary. But the more that we can take charge of establishing and adjusting to changes by creating realistic work-life routines and certainly building into those daily routines exercise and healthy diet. And that's those are 2 areas that you will hear more about from Tony and Ryan. The next step is one, just learn to relax and recharge, practice gratitude and mindfulness. And the essence of this message is one of building into that routine those times and opportunities to certainly de-stress, to distance from devices and just take those breaks that are critical, and to identify the positives that you might even start the day with to get you going in the right direction and being focused on being in the present and not trying to take on too much. The next tip is building support and strengthening personal and professional relationships. And here the key is one of recognizing that we should not be living and working in isolation. The more that we build and maintain and strengthen relationships, starting with family, friends, community, and certainly in the workplace, those are key to help strengthen and provide support and assistance and an exchange in terms of coping and managing stress. And the bottom line is one of asking for help if needed. There comes a time when certainly all of us may need to look at the fact that perhaps there are so many challenges that are not easily resolvable. And so help can come in a lot of different ways, both on a personal level as well as professional level, but it's important to recognize and take action to do something about it if your situation is not getting better. As we move to the next slide, I want to just highlight a couple of resources that are available, provided through Georgia State as well as the university system. Faculty and staff assistance is the internal EAP that our office coordinates, and it is available to offer professional and confidential services at no cost. And we invite people to certainly start with FAFSA as a place to just get some direction, clarity, and being pointed in the right direction for assessments and referrals. KeyPro is the external EAP provided by the University System of Georgia, and it is available to offer work-life resources, confidential counseling services, crisis management services, 24 hours, 7 days a week. And we strongly invite people to consider this as a great resource for receiving assistance. And one offering that we provide within our unit is the monthly snack and share support group. And this is an opportunity for people to come and gather in a safe virtual space, and we talk about different work-life concerns, but it's an opportunity to certainly de-stress and see it as an outlet for gaining support and trying to de-stress during these challenging times. I'm going to ask that we move to the next slide, and Tony will take over at this point.
Thank you, Cheryl. Good morning, everyone. So now we're going to kind of get into just practical ways to practice self-care when it comes to physical activity as well as exercise. And so here are just a few tips on how we can do that in our day-to-day lives, especially as we transition back into office or maybe some hybrid work. The first thing that we can do is park with some distance. So if you are coming into the office, maybe try to park a little bit further away. Don't take the closest parking spot to the door, but park with some distance so you can get a little bit more steps in as you're coming into the office in the morning or even as you're leaving for the day. The next tip is to stay hydrated, especially with our new normal and having to wear masks. We can often forget that we need to drink water throughout the day because our mouths are covered. And so it's really important that we do stay hydrated. So every hour, try to get up, go get a drink of water, refill your water bottle, and take that time to also just take a walk around the office or walk up and down the hall, again, to get those steps in and to get your body moving throughout the day. The next thing is take a stretch break. Take a quick 10-15 minute stretch break every hour. Again, it's easy to get kind of sedentary as we're sitting at our desk. Maybe we're on a lot of virtual calls, webinars, things of that nature. So try to get in a stretch break just to keep those muscles moving and not allow your body to tense up or get too tight throughout your day. Fourth up, we have practice your posture. So posture is really important. It's something that's easy and simple, but something that we can definitely kind of put on the back burner and not think too much about. And so posture can reduce a lot of different things. It can reduce low back pain. It can reduce tension headaches. It can increase your energy. It can increase circulation and digestion. So stay mindful of how you're sitting or standing. Make sure that those shoulders aren't high up in your ears, but that you're calm and relaxed. Those shoulders are down, that your spine is in line, that those feet are planted on the ground. It can make a difference of just how alert you are throughout your day. And the last tip is to walk it out. Take a break and get out for a walk. Get some fresh air as we're moving into those fall months. It won't be as hot as it has been, and it'll be nice just to get out, get some fresh air, and get a nice little afternoon walk in. And so here are some different events and offerings that we have that can also make it a lot more practical or even just more accessible or easier for you to get in that physical activity and exercise. So first up is we will be having virtual Fun Fitness Fridays. So join me for a virtual workout. This will be offered 2 times a month, starting this month, and we will have a variety of workouts for you guys. It will vary from each session. We'll have total body workouts, some high intensity, low intensity, maybe, some dance-based workouts. Like I said, lots of different varieties, but this will just be a great way for you to get a workout in during your workday on a Friday, go into the weekend knowing that you started off right, getting active and getting fit, which is really great. Up next, we have virtual mini stretch breaks. So this will be something that is offered bi-weekly, and it'll be a quick 15-minute midday stretch around noon, and it's a great way for you to kind of put into practice what we just mentioned in those tips of taking a 10-15-minute stretch break, bringing some motion into those muscles, getting up, getting a little bit active, working on your range of motion, It's very easy as we sit at our desk to kind of have our head maybe tilted down, or maybe you notice, okay, I've been having more neck tension or low back pain. This will be a great way to kind of ease those muscles and work on those different elements. And lastly, we will be starting the walk and talk back up. This is something that some of you guys may be familiar with. And so we will be starting that back. It'll be offered bi-weekly as well. And we're also going to add topics to it. So you'll have various topics or questions that will be given so that we can actually talk while we're walking and have some great discussion and conversation that can be facilitated. So really excited to be bringing you guys these different offerings as we enter this new month. Up next, I'm going to talk about health coaching. So if you're not familiar with what health coaching is or never heard of it, I like to think of it as something that just helps to keep you accountable and really getting at your goals. If that is fitness goals, diet or nutrition goals, stress management goals, or skills, it's a way for you to really be held accountable and really make a plan that you can put into action. And so you can work with myself or Ryan or Cheryl or all three of us if you want, but we'll help you make those SMART goals, which if you don't know what SMART goals are, they're specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based goals. And so we'll help you guys to focus in on those goals that they are realistic and again attainable for you, that are doable for your lifestyle and where you currently are. And like I said, that can either be with active lifestyle planning, so physical activity, exercise, dietary and nutritional goal setting, stress management skills, but all around is helping you to really develop some really awesome healthy habits, especially as we come back into the office, as we continue to adjust to our new normal. We know it's such a big time of transition, and so we want to be able to really help you guys thrive during this time and create really healthy habits. And we have in-person as well as online appointment options for you. So you can come see us here at 75 Piedmont, or you can set up an appointment online so we can chat with you. But we are here to really help you guys, so please use us. I'm now going to pass it over to Ryan, and he will take over from here.
All right. Thank you, Tony, and good morning, everyone. So what I want to talk about now is just some practical tips we can do for working with nutrition. Tony covered some of those physical activity things. Cheryl covered some of that stress management and mental health, and we can kind of round out that trifecta, if you will, by talking about our diet. So one of the first tips I want to give people is, if you are not familiar with it, we have the e-magazine. And our e-magazine is just that online publication that has a bunch of great resources on it, but we have started compiling healthy recipes from the cooking demonstrations that we do. If you've ever attended one of the cooking demonstrations, they're a lot of fun and I really enjoy getting to do them. But we've been building a catalog so that people who may have just heard about them can go back and see all the recipes we've made. So there's actually a link in this PowerPoint, and we'll be sure to send out some of those links afterwards today so that you can check that out. So I highly recommend that. The second tip, and this is one we can kind of think about and carry with us whenever we are visualizing what a healthy meal might look like. Pretty much everyone in the United States can benefit from eating more vegetables. So aiming to make one half of your plate non-starchy vegetables is going to give you really great health benefits. And you can look at this photo up here at the top right to see what those proportions might look like. Having a spot for some protein, a spot for our carbs or our starchy foods like rice, bread, potatoes, things like that. And then leaving half of the plate for those delicious and very healthy non-starchy vegetables. So maybe you've got some salad greens there, some carrots, some broccoli, some cauliflower. So that's something you can take with you and think of whenever you're trying to build a meal or even order a meal from a restaurant. A big thing that helps a lot of people out is taking a little bit of time to plan your meals and snacks in advance. Whenever we have a battle plan or a strategy, we tend to do a lot better than when we're out and all of a sudden realize, oh, I'm hungry and it's lunchtime and I'm not sure what I don't have anything planned or on the schedule. We tend to stray from our goals when we have to make quick decisions that we haven't had time to think about. So maybe you want to start small and just plan out some healthy snacks for you while you're in the office. Maybe you want to do something bigger and plan out those meals, but that planning goes a long way. Now, we talked a little bit about kind of staying hydrated earlier, and that is going to be such a huge one, but we want to stay hydrated with water or another 0-calorie drink. Whenever we drink beverages that have calories in them, we don't tend to really feel full or notice that we had those calories, but they do add up. So if you can stay hydrated with water, which is what the body, that's its favorite beverage to stay hydrated with, it's exactly what we need, or picking another 0-calorie drink, that's going to be very healthy for you. And then the fifth tip on nutrition, we mentioned health coaching. I would highly recommend scheduling a nutrition health coaching. Pretty much everyone can benefit from a health coaching in some way, shape, or form. Whether you are just kind of checking in to see how things are going for you with your diet, or whether you are completely new to the world of nutrition and you're looking to start learning some great foundational things and fundamentals, you can send us that message at our email, which we'll show later in the presentation, and we'll be sure to schedule you an appointment. Now, in terms of healthy diet, we do have some offerings that we want to highlight here. So I mentioned cooking demonstrations. We are doing the virtual live cooking demonstrations. We do these every other week or twice a month. So we go over a healthy recipe, teach you how to make a really delicious and tasty meal in 30 minutes or less. So we want to keep it convenient and simple. We offer health screenings, so we're going to talk about this more today as well. We do a program that's coordinated with some of our campus partners, like the Student Health Clinic team and the School of Nursing, and we will do health screenings on blood pressure, BMI. Today, we're actually going to be doing COVID-19 vaccinations. Sometimes we do some additional screenings as well. And then I mentioned our e-magazine where we host things like our nutrition recipes. We also have resource links and articles about some of the things that are going on campus or the monthly health observances that we want to draw special attention to. For contacting us, our regular office hours are Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. We do have an emergency assistance line for crisis situations. So 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you are experiencing a crisis, this is a phone number that you can call for assistance. If you'd like to contact us for a non-crisis situation, we do have our regular phone number there listed under our office location. So our office location is 75 Piedmont Ave. We are on the 3rd floor in Suite 360. And our phone number is 404-413-3342. Our website is linked there in the PowerPoint. And again, we'll be sure to send out an easy one-stop shop for all these resources so you can click on that and get more information. And then I wanted to draw special attention to this. I mentioned we do health screenings. So today is the first Thursday of the month, meaning that we are doing our first Thursday's health screenings. So this is today from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. So if you've got time and want to stop by, we'd love to say hi, get you a health screening. We're going to be partnering with the School of Nursing as well as the Student Health Clinic team. Location 1 is at 140 Decatur Street in the Urban Life building in the West Exhibit Hall. The Student Health Clinic team will be there partnering with us to offer COVID-19 vaccines. So if you or a colleague is interested in getting one of those, you can stop by today and get it. No appointment needed. Walk-ins are very welcome. At that location, we'll also be doing blood pressure, BMI, and additional health screenings. At location 2, we'll be at 55 Park Place in the main lobby, and they will be offering blood pressure, BMI, and additional health screenings. So to clarify, both locations will have the blood pressure, BMI health screenings. If you specifically would like a COVID-19 vaccine, that is exclusively offered at the Urban Life West Exhibit Hall location. So again, this is today from 12 to 2 p.m. If you'd like to stop by, maybe you want to get some steps in, take a quick break and stretch your legs, you can head to one of the locations that's near you. Again, we'd love to say hi to you, get you that health screening. So we hope to see you there. This is an offering that is offered on the first Thursday of every month. So if you can't make it today, or even if you do make it today and you'd like to do a regular follow-up to check in on some of this data, it will be offered on the first Thursday in October as well. So that concludes the information that we wanted to cover on today's presentation. So we really appreciate everyone taking the time to tune in and join us today. Again, we're going to be sending out a follow-up email that will include a copy to the recording from today, as well as some resource links. So if you're interested in health coaching, if you're interested in checking out our website, signing up for our events or any of our services, we'll be sure to give you a one-stop link to visit all of that information. We'll pause here for a moment and see if we have any questions or any comments we might want to address from the chat.
I'm not seeing any questions or comments, but
I
if
do, oh, sorry.
go
I
ahead.
see a question just came through in the Q&A. And this is, I believe, a nutrition related question about if we help with counting macros. So absolutely, if you are interested in learning more about macronutrients and how you might go about kind of keeping track of something like that, we do offer those nutrition coachings, those one-on-one sessions. So you can actually email us and I will answer or respond to your question here. If you want to email us at the email provided there, edws@gsu.edu, let us know that you're interested in a nutrition health coaching and we can get you signed up for that.
For the next question I see, do you also offer COVID testing? So for today at the health screening, we will not be offering COVID testing there, but there is testing on campus. There is a location at 75 Piedmont Ave in our building, but you can also go to the GSU website and under the COVID-19 tab, it will tell you the different locations depending on whatever campus that you are on where testing is offered. And the next question I see is, will GSU be offering boosters when available? Ryan and Joel, you may have other information on that. As far as I know right now, that is not something that has been discussed, but if we have information on that, we will communicate it. But again, you can also stay updated on the GSU website in terms of the different offerings when it comes to COVID-19 and vaccines and testing.
Okay, I see another question coming through here. And it's someone asking a question about if they are someone who is trying to work on some weight management, if we offer programs for that. I would definitely recommend our health coaching programs. So getting with either Tony, myself, or Cheryl to manage the different aspects of that, because weight management is, it's an involved and complicated process. It's not just one thing. We want to work on our physical activity, on our nutrition, on the way that we manage stress and other things in our life. So I would recommend emailing us again, edws@gsu.edu, and we can give you more information about health coaching and get you an appointment scheduled. And just one more bit of information for those health coaching appointments, we are able to do them virtually. So if that is something that you are interested in, or maybe you're not regularly on the Atlanta campus or in a convenient location for our office, we are very practiced from this past year with conducting our health coaching appointments online in a virtual setting. So we offer a lot of flexibility in that regard, and we will be happy to accommodate whatever will work best for you and your health goals.
Okay, I see a question about group workouts. Yes, the Fun Fitness Fridays are group workouts and they are offered virtually. Or are there any virtual workouts? Yes, the Fun Fitness Friday is virtual, as well as the mini stretch breaks. Those are also virtual. So they are open to anyone and everyone. If you're on campus, if you're working from home, it's virtual. So you have the option to attend at whenever you want.
All right. Well, I do not see any additional questions at this time. Um, so we'll be again sending some follow-up information via email that you can keep an eye out for. If you have any other questions that may come up, of course, always feel free to reach out to us by email, edws@gsu.edu, and we will be happy to answer those. With that being said, thank you everyone for attending today. Again, we'll have these health screenings today from 12 to 2 p.m. Location 1 is 140 Decatur Street in the Urban Life Building, West Exhibit Hall. And location 2 is 55 Park Place in the main lobby.
There is one more question that came through. Yes, the question was, are there any recorded workouts? And so the virtual workouts will be recorded and uploaded to our YouTube. And so we will send that information as well. So if you aren't able to make it, you can go there and see those videos. The cooking demos are also uploaded there, as well as a lot of our other offerings. They are usually recorded, so you can always check there if you miss an event.